Thank you. Oh, it's my turn. Great. I just want to point out I organized all this, so I might fumble a little bit. So just in case, so I don't blank, I have my notes just in case. All right. One more last time. Give it up for everybody else involved in this. They did an amazing job with the time that I gave them, which was not that much time because they had stuff to do over spring break. It was horrible. Anyway, it's my turn. Okay. Dave isn't here. That's kind of weird. He was the senior projects teacher who's supposed to be like judging me. So he's not here, so I don't know how I'm gonna get a grade. But you guys all showed up, and that makes me very happy, so I appreciate that. Round of applause for yourself. A C minus? That's all I get? Yeah. Failed my parents. Okay, let's get into it. Thanks, Dad. So, I have what I like to call my excuse wallet. And so, this wallet is basically where I store all of my excuses. So, you might ask yourself, what's in this wallet? I'll tell you, I got 4 cards. The first one is the Asian card. Now, this card, because I'm half Chinese, Matt will verify, he's in the back. But it's really nice being a minority trying to get into college because they want diversity. Because I'm a person of color, apparently. Kind of, not really. Another thing nice about being Chinese is that when you do really well on a math test and your teacher's like, oh my god, you did so good on that math test. It's because you're Asian, right? They'll never suspect you of cheating. It's great. All right, next thing is the white card. This card is like played, I'd say probably like the least out of all of them. But basically when you're in a Chinese area and you're like walking through and you bump into some Asian Cantonese lady, she's like, hey no, you guys have probably experienced that as like San Franciscans, just rude Asian people. But as a white person, I'm infallible. I can be like, whoa, I don't know what you're saying. Go find some other Chinese person to pick on, you crazy devil. Let's see. The next card is the gay card. As Connor mentioned, I'm a homosexual. If that wasn't really obvious. So this card, it kind of sucks because it's getting played a lot less because people are more okay with people being gay. But in middle school it was great because I stopped when I came out, no one believed me anymore because they were scared of catching the gay. It's great. It's like, well, what you used to be able to do is you could call into work. Instead of being sick, you were gay because being gay was a disease. And the conversation, but it must have been like incredibly awkward. Like, hey, Jim, I'm not feeling so great. Something's wrong with me. I think I'm just listening to tons of Britney Spears and I just watching High School Musical on repeat. I don't know what is wrong with me. It's like, Larry, that seems pretty serious. I want to go check that out. I want to check you out. I mean, sorry. I don't really know. I spent a lot of time with my gay Uncle Bob the other day. Do you think I might have caught the gay? Oh, that's a serious condition, you know. Like, you really should get that, like, fixed. I'll give you a serious condition. I mean, do you know anybody? Yeah, I do. When I was struggling with it, I saw a priest, and his words touched me, and he touched me, and he touched my life. I really want you to touch me. There's no punchline to that joke, but moving on. I just thought it was funny. Now I have, the last card is the ADD card. I pull this one so much because it's like, it's a struggle, really. But basically when you're in class and you're not paying attention, you can be like, I ran out of medication, I'm sorry, I apologize. When you're fidgeting, like at your desk, it's awesome because everyone thinks, oh, he's ADHD. He's not gonna be like, he's just fidgeting, that's how he is. No one suspects that you're on your phone, or like on Grindr, or masturbating, or like none of that. It's awesome. The administrators, that was a joke. That was a joke. I did not do that. No, we're good. No, it's comedy. All right. Another thing that's really nice about having ADHD is I'm a time traveler, and that may sound really weird, but when a math teacher assigns like a video for you to watch, like Khan Academy. Oh, by the way, Khan Academy, isn't that kind of, you guys know that one? It's like that one Indian man that does all those videos on every single topic ever. I had like, how does he know everything? Like. He could be a witch. He very well could be a witch. I think it's maybe like an Indian like government thing where they clone one guy over and over and have him go to different colleges. Could be that. Anyway, moving on. So you're watching the video. He could be copying down articles from Wikipedia. That too. I mean, and then he charges $5 for it. It's like the best money scheme ever. Anyway. So you're watching the video, you get halfway through and you're kind of like losing focus. You're like, this is lame. Math is lame. Just kidding. Love you, history. Anyway, ADHD, right? So you get halfway through the video, you stop paying attention. You're like, oh, hey, look, on the side, so there's a video, and then on the side, there's a bunch of recommended videos. So, okay, you click on this one, and you click on that one, and you click on that one, and then it's 5 hours have passed, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're watching Gordon Ramsay cooking clips from his TV show, Kitchen Nightmares. Not even like the full episode, you're watching clips of a show that aired in 2006. And so you get to school in the morning, and the teacher's like, okay, so what's an integral? And you're like, because you wake up at 4 o'clock, you're like, fuck you, your cooking is terrible. It's horrible. Anyway, I don't have good segues. I went to Africa. How many of you people have been to Africa? Raise your hand. That's actually a surprising amount of people. It's great there. They're not too fond of gays, so actually, I dyed my hair a little darker so it wouldn't get beat up. Anyway, so I get to Africa, we go on a safari, right? And our tour guide, Robert, I believe his name was, he was this really cool Kenyan guy. He was like, okay, so you look, by the way, I can do this because I'm a person of color, I can do an accent. So he's like, okay, so you see over here, this is the group of gazelles, right? This is only male gazelles, right? These are the wimpy male gazelles, the beta male gazelles, because gazelles, they are like the nerds of the savannah, you know? So this one dominant male can kick them out of the herd. So then you look at this other group, and you see only one male and 50 or 60 or even 70 females, oh my gosh! So this is to avoid inbreeding, you know? So you've never seen a gazelle with like 5 horns or like 3 legs or like a Trump t-shirt. Like, it just doesn't happen because of this system. So I'm wondering, what happens if a male gazelle gets born in, right? So, because, I mean, they're pretty nerdy, so, because the little kitty gazelles over here and then the big, strong-ish male gazelle, he's like, Dad, why are you kicking me out?
Like, son, because you exist, the chances of all of my wives and technically all of your moms having sex with me is going down a little bit, so you need to go.
Like, there's lions and stuff out there, I don't know, and like, rapists, I don't know.
Like, you know you must go still.
Is it because I'm gay?
You are gay? I did not know that. But I do not want to catch the gay, so you still must go.
So, moving on. Another thing in Africa that's kind of funny, and my parents love this, the drinking age is 18. I'm 18, yeah! But we're at the base school, so I didn't drink. But for the joke's sake, we're gonna say I drank. Anyway, moving on. I found out I am not funny when I'm drunk. I just can't think of anything. It gets nasty. So basically, we're at the pool, and these guys are making jokes about white trash, and like, okay, so you got your mobile home, and you got your pickup truck, and your tractor, and your horses, and I'm like, so I had, okay, one beer. Excuse me, parents. But, so, as an Asian, I'm really lightweight, so I'm like, what's funny about white trash? Oh, I know, incest! So, at the top of, not really at the top of my voice, I yelled, yeah, you know what else is country? Fucking your sister! And the silence was unbelievably horrible. And the worst thing was, my dad and my sister looked at each other and then looked away really awkwardly. I don't really know what that's about, but... Ooh. Okay, more bad transitions. So being gay really sucks at certain points. So, for example, you need to get tested a lot. For STDs, straight people you need to too, but gay people especially need to get tested. So my first time ever, I walked into this clinic and because I've gotten like HIV screening before, which is really easy. They just prick your finger and you do a test, and like 5 minutes later it's done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I walk in and they sit me down in a chair. You know when you shoot heroin, right? So you tie a hose around your arm so you can see the veins. So this big black lady she comes in, she grabs, without even saying anything to me, she grabs my right arm, starts tying it up. I'm like, can you not do it to my right arm? I use my right arm a lot. And she's like, yeah, I know how you teens use your right arm for. I see you in the bedroom masturbating. I see you. So she takes my left arm. I'm freaking out because I hate getting blood drawn. Like, I hate it. So she does that. She gets like 3 or so vials of blood. And I'm like, I feel lightheaded, it's horrible. So I go into the waiting room, I wait for like half an hour, and I go back in, and she's like, okay, so I thought you was Asian, so you was gonna pass all your tests, but you failed this test. You had herpes. And long story short, I have herpes. So, yeah, getting tested sucks. Another thing that sucks about being gay is parents who are just, like, they really want to be accepting and try their damnedest, but they're like, they don't really do so good a job. So basically, this is gonna be really awkward. I tore my butt at one point. Not how you think I tore my butt. It's a long story. Anyway, so I had to go to the doctor, I had to get it checked out. I had to tell my parents, that was horrible. Basically, my mom was like, okay, Shaw, I don't know what you're doing when you go out, but just know I support you. But as a doctor, I should let you know, women and men are different. So women have the vagina and men have not a vagina. So basically, what I'm saying, your butt is not a vagina. Bottom line, use lubrication. And then she bought me like a little thing of lubrication. It was really awkward. I wish she did what my dad did and just like buy me a copy of Brokeback Mountain and tell me I was on my own. That would have made life so much easier. Sorry, she's right there. Looking at me, disapprovingly. I'm not going to Cornell, Mom. Sorry, okay? Anyway, love you. Another thing that sucks about being gay is when you get a crush on someone and you're not really sure if they're gay or they're straight. Like you have really conflicting like signs. So basically, like this one time I mentioned like Madonna, and he freaked out and almost slapped me because Queen Bee, Beyonce, is the queen, and it was really terrifying, honestly. That's like a point in the gay pile, right? And then the next day I see him, he's wearing Crocs and socks. No self-respecting gay man wears Crocs and socks. So he could be bi. Eventually he's really nice, he's really friendly. And it's like, I can't tell if he's being nice because he wants to sleep with me or he's being nice because he's just nice. And so I work up the courage. I'm like, we get a little close, and then eventually I lean in to kiss him, and he slaps me, and I'm like, why did you do that? I thought you were gay. And he's like, no, I'm Canadian. I'm just nice. It's how I am. I hate Canadians. All right, and then the last thing that I hate about being gay, that's not the last thing, but it's the last thing I want to talk about, is when you come out to somebody and it's not what you expect. It's like the complete polar opposite. It sucks. So basically, it's really difficult. I do not have the classic gay coming out story where you get disowned and kicked out. And I really want that, as weird as it sounds. Like, I want one tragedy, you know, just to like tell it, like comedy shows. But that never happened to me. So like, I took him out to my parents, it goes fine. Come out to my school, it goes fine. I mean, it goes fine. So I'm thinking, okay, who could I come out to that would not like me for being gay? Okay, think. Oh, my grandparents, my Asian grandparents are born-again Christians, and they live in China. They lived in the US, and they moved back to China because they like China more. China's not so great towards gays either. So I'm like, okay, my grandpa would probably kill me, literally, not figuratively. Okay, grandma seems like a good deal. So when we visit China, I kind of probe her, not like that, but I probe her. Sorry. I probe her mind. And I ask, okay, Nai, what do you think of gay people? I need this, by the way. You'll get it in a second, hold on. Okay, so I'm like, Nai, what do you think gay marriage just got legalized in the United States? And she's like, old Asian woman. She's like, oh, Shah, my favorite grandson. You know, it is, I just do not understand. The Bible says, you know, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I don't understand gay people. Like, I don't get how this works. I don't get how this works. I get how this works. I don't get this. No, like, what? I don't understand. So I was like, okay, if I come out to her, chances are she probably won't take it great. So I mull it over in my head. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the one. This is the one where she's gonna flip out and it's gonna be great, essentially. So I work up the courage. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Grandma, I'm gay. You know what she says? Oh, I accept you. I love you, Steve. I've never been more disappointed in a person, honestly. And so, long story short, I still wanted that disownment story, so I just disowned her. Thank you guys so much. You've been a great audience. Give something everyone. Come. I want more.